we had that discussion. I don't ever train people for a fight for less than 10 or 12 weeks. It's a camp. I would never go in halfway through. I have gone in people's corners and done the cuts and stuff, but not as the trainer. It's just not what I do. I need to know what the fighter is capable of and what they've been doing for the previous. It's just not the way I've ever worked, and it's not a way I will ever work, no matter what money's involved. It's just not me. You know, I've got ambition that the fighters I train are going to win, and I need to know what the capabilities are. You know, when to push them in a fight, if I got to pull them out, or, you know, be careful with them. I just don't do that. So, you know, we've already had the discussion. I said to him before he went to I said to his dad before he went to Fuerteventura, look, count me out of this one. You know, get yourself some other trainer. I can't do that, and I won't be doing it for 6 weeks.
Yo, bad news for the Kell Brook versus Terence Crawford fight. It appears that Kell Brook needs to find another trainer because longtime trainer Dominic Ingle says he doesn't have enough time to prepare Kell Brook for a fight of this magnitude with only 6 weeks remaining. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. I also opened up a Zelle. Shout out to everybody who sent Cash Apps and PayPal. $ Boxing Ego. We just growing the channel one day at a time. Now, you guys heard the clip at the beginning. Dominic Ingle, who was a frequent trainer and a longtime trainer of Kell Brook, has mentioned that he has already had the conversation with Kell Brook that he can't be the person. He's saying that for the upcoming fight with Terence Crawford, he won't be in the corner of Kell Brook. And I want to give my thoughts. This is just, it's making me feel less about the fight, you know, if I'm just being honest. I think because a lot of people had questions about Kell Brook, hasn't made welterweight since 2017, lost to Errol Spence. Before that, the very fight before that, he lost to Max Gennady Golovkin. He has 2 eyes that suffered damage, you know, broken orbitals or fractures. Crawford's a beast. And then they haven't officially even announced the fight. Like, we know the fight's supposed to be happening, and it looks like both fighters are training, but I don't like this. You know, I don't really want to hear about the Kell Brook is in search of a trainer or is training himself or whatever the case is, and his longtime trainer is not going to be there. So to me, that stipulates a couple of different things, you know, and this is no shade to Dominic Ingle because I actually respect him for taking this standpoint because I'm the same way. I wouldn't want to put my name on something and then be ill prepared and not have enough time to train. And then this goes under my jacket too, you know, if we lose as a team. So he respectfully bowed out gracefully and says, hey, I can't be the one to train you. That's not enough time for me to prepare. If we're not doing a full 8, 10, 12-week camp, then, you know, I'm not your guy because that's just not what I do. It doesn't matter how much money I'm being offered, you know, and that's a sign of integrity. And I respect that standpoint. So I'm not saying I don't blame Dominic Ingle because why would you want to, unless you're doing it for money or you don't care about the fighter's safety and stuff like that, why would you want to fight a person who's on a lot of people's pound for pound list like Terence Crawford and you have half a camp? You know, a longer camp would be 12 weeks. So you have half of that, 6 weeks, and then you got to to the best of your ability, get Kell Brook prepared for this. So, you know, to me, that's not a good sign for this particular fight. And, you know, I'm wondering how it's going to all play out. But to me, there's a lot of things. This stipulates for me that Dominic Ingle is not fully confident that Kell Brook would win. You know, that's how I'm perceiving it. I don't know how you guys perceive it. If it's anything different, let me know in the comment section. But that's how I'm perceiving it because he's feeling like, hey, we know Crawford's a beast. This is how I'm interpreting it. We know Crawford's a beast, and that's already a daunting task. You're going to at least have to give me a full camp with you so I can check, see how you're looking, see how you're doing with sparring partners, see if you have your wind up, if you're, fully cardioed and ready to go, so we have a fighting chance here. But if we're not doing that, then I can't be included, because on the same token, if this was a lesser opponent than Terence Crawford, then would Dominic Ingle want more time? Like if he was fighting another, I don't know, Frankie Gavin or something, would he say 6 weeks is not enough for me to properly train? Or is it out of respect for, you're going up against Terence Crawford? And I would say it's probably a little bit of both, but I'm leaning towards he knows that Crawford is a tall order as is, but definitely with the short camp. So he's like, yeah, I'm not going to put my name on that and sign off on that. So you have to find another trainer. So I don't know at the time of recording this video who is going to train Kell Brook, but so basically, realistically, I need to find me I need to find me a new trainer for my chocolate brownie. He got to find a new trainer. That just is what it is. So it's looking like a hard sell for the Kell Brook and Terence Crawford fight. They haven't fully announced it. It hasn't been promoted. The good thing is in America, it's going to be on ESPN. Bob Arum, he went off on Sky Sports recently, and I think that's because they weren't willing to purchase this fight so close to the Dillian White and Povetkin rematch fight, because they already have that on pay-per-view. So you've seen like scorn Bob Arum, just like when HBO didn't want to pick up Pacquiao versus Jesse Vargas in lieu of Andre Ward versus Kovalev. They're like, nah, HBO is like, we got Ward Kovalev, and that's too close to Pacquiao versus Jesse Vargas, so we're going to take what we feel is the better fight. And I think that's what the UK is doing. They're like, we already got the Dillian White, Povetkin. First fight ended in a crazy knockout. So we're going to try to sell this pay-per-view. We're not really worried about, our audience staying up till 3 a.m. for a fight with Crawford and Kell Brook. So this also, in my opinion, just being real, this hurts Crawford. It hurts Crawford just because his team has clamored for the Errol Spence fight, and they've even said that we're the A side in the equation. They said we believe we're the A side, and Errol Spence, I guess, was supposed to be the B side. But just today, it was announced that Errol Spence is fighting at the AT&T Stadium with the crowd. Now, Texas, I don't know what their rules are, but I know Texas has been one of the states that kind of opened up at different points, where even a state like mine, I'm in California, wasn't opened up at all. Like you couldn't really do or go many places outside of a hospital and grocery store. So Texas has different rules. So at this point, they might open up and have 50,000 plus in the AT&T Stadium. I mean, I don't know. It's pure conjecture and speculation, but it's becoming harder and harder to make the argument that Errol Spence is not the true A side in the fight that people want to see with Crawford and Errol Spence, especially with fights like Brook. I just don't know how much credit he's going to get. Brook, 2 bad eyes, ain't fought at welterweight, complained he couldn't make the weight easy. Is Brook cashing out? I think Brook at his best could be a good opposition for Terence Crawford and give Terence Crawford fits. But it's a shot in the dark because Michael Zarafa fight, Kell Brook didn't look great to me. He's been very spotty. He hasn't fought that much, and he's fought low caliber like Rabchenko. And now he doesn't have his trainer that he's used for much of his successes and, biggest fights, Dominic Ingle. So respects to Dominic Ingle for keeping it a buck, but this is, to me, lessening the fight. Let me know what you guys think. ESPN Plus, link in the description. It does help the channel when you guys click on that. ESPN Plus, they got a ton of original content, docuseries, documentaries, archive of boxing and UFC fights. You can also get the UFC pay-per-views by using that link. It does help the channel and help us stay independent and continue to grow. ESPN Plus, get it as a standalone, or you can bundle it. ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all 3 apps, one low price. Let me know how you guys think I did on this video. Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook, who needs a new trainer. Dominic Ingle ain't going to be that guy. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.